Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of Thought number 1428. You would think, gee whiz, is she going to go to 1429? Is she going to go to 1430? Gee whiz, is she famous yet? No. The Tao says, do not seek fame. So what we're doing this for is simply for consistency and for information, morsels of a thought of wisdom. The thought of wisdom is to know the right thing to do. Knowing the right thing to do is wisdom, but actually doing it is called virtue. And if we make the world get a chance at more virtue, we can make this a wonderful, wonderful place to live. And so I borrow people's wisdom and I bring people in like Victoria Rader. Vika Rader is such a beautiful soul. She has written this book, The 35 Universal Laws to Make Money Work for You. It's called Prosper Me. Let me see, the international best-selling Me series, M with a capital E. E is for energy. E is for all kinds of E words that are wonderful. Elevation. The law of being is chapter 25, and I'm going to read this today. Be abundant to receive abundance instead of trying to pursue it. Ooh. Be abundant to receive. Wow. I was going to go capture that cat for you, but she's busy eating. I don't want to make her stop. Hey, Chloe, you want to come up here for TV? She's pausing. I wonder if I can go down and get her. You know what? No, she's eating. I'll leave her alone. Pause break. Squirrel. Okay. The fastest way to become abundant is to be abundant. Be the me part of you. I know that might sound paradoxical, says Vika, but it is possible to be a person who enjoys an abundant life before you generate all the wealth you're aiming for. And by being it, you manifest and bring that life about. Ask yourself, what does an abundant person look like, feel like, live like? What personality traits does an abundant person have? Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, which of my personality traits is blocking my abundance? It's important to be able to look at yourself with love, but not judgment. What personality trait is getting in the way of you living an abundant life? Maybe it's stubbornness. One might be too set in their ways to make the changes they need to have the life they want. Humility is the opposite of stubbornness, and we need to be humble to enjoy the abundance. Humility comes from the Latin word humus. Humus means earth or ground. So humility is the ability to receive the seed of abundance without rejecting it and allowing it to grow. This is why humility is crucial for you to be able to receive what you want to grow. This applies to every aspect of life, not just money. Ooh, groundedness. Wow. With stubbornness frequently comes the arrogance that we know it all already. This can block off the ability to receive because we think we already know the answers and we are not open to possibilities and change. The stubborn, arrogant person wants to have things their way instead of surrendering to the best divine way. Their way. Another problematic personality trait is self-pity. We can think of ourselves as being poor me or a powerful me, yet the two cannot coexist in the same space. The poor me cannot receive abundance because it's too busy focusing on what's missing. There, excuse me. There is the energy of lack in that phrase, poor me, poor him, poor her. If that's how one thinks, they are definitely rejecting the ability to be their abundant, powerful, and prosperous me. Another problematic personality trait is, excuse me while I cough again. I need to get a little bit of water. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Almost dead air. Almost dead air. Water, 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 water. Oh my God, look at that background. It's terrible, isn't it? What's going on in that background? Okay, time to drink something. Hmm. Wait, my trimmer comes out. I do have a trimmer I borrowed from my mother. Borrowed it from my mother and kept it away from her for the rest of her life. I prayed that the tremor would come to me instead of be with my mother, and I was granted. I was granted that prayer. That was wonderful, wasn't it? Goodness gracious. Anyway, so poor me, poor him, poor her. If that's how one thinks, they are definitely rejecting the ability to be their abundant, powerful, and prosperous me. Another problematic personality trait is the tendency toward denial. This can take longer to overcome because when we are in denial about something, it's hard to notice it as an issue. Denial blinds us to the truth. It takes courage to look at oneself and see when we are in denial. If one is in denial that they are living as poor me, they will not be able to remove that block until they open up enough to see the changes they need to implement. Often we are in denial because we lack self-love and self-acceptance. Learning how to accept, forgive, and love yourself is one of the best investments you can make on your path to a powerful me. Laziness is another negative trait and one which is easily confused with stillness. Rest is very important. Self-care is a virtue. Taking time to be still is very important, and it's something we all can continually work on mastering. But when this veers into laziness, it interferes with the law of work and the law of abundance. When you appreciate the difference, you'll be able to identify when you're resting because you need to rest. And when you're resting for no reason other than you don't want to make any effort, you'll be able to identify when you're resting because you need to rest and when you're resting for no reason other than you don't want to make any effort. Ooh, there's a difference. Neglect can, what do you know? And neglect can also be a problem. If this is one's personality, neglect can also be a problem. If this is one's personality trait, they can neglect to follow through on opportunities on abundance which are opening up to them. That neglect starts with neglecting our own needs, putting others before ourselves in an unhealthy self-sacrificial way, or ignoring those red flags that something's not right. When you learn the virtue of self-love, you no longer neglect your needs and you're better able to meet the needs of others. You can see those opportunities before you without neglecting them. Perfectionism is another concern. We're born perfect with perfectionism inside us. Perfection is remembering to allow perfect love into your heart from God and act from the heart in everything you do. You do things perfectly when you do them from perfect love. Those are all in boldface. Acting from a place of love is true perfection, however imperfect the result. Meanwhile, perfectionism is pushing to get things right, quote unquote, as judged by yourself or others, and the fear of getting it wrong chases away love. Putting perfect love into all of your actions will bring greater results than focusing on achieving perfection in your tasks. Perfect love can heal the negative trait of feeling unworthy. One can push away abundance when they don't feel like they deserve it. They try to accomplish perfect things to prove they are worthy, rather than accepting into their heart the perfect love that is their birthright as an eternal child of God. Every weakness hides a strength. They all contain an opportunity to work with yourself in perfect love for your highest good. When you become more aware of your personality traits, you can uncover ways to transform your negative behaviors into positive ones. To be prosperous, we need to learn how to be through love and choose love above everything else. Love is the highest law of being. Everything that is created exists through the frequency of expanding love. Life originating, vibrant, energy in motion, emotion. As you attune yourself with the energy of being and loving, you are attuning yourself with the energy of all abundance. Be love, and you will prosper from the law of being. Here are your action steps, 3 action steps. Good morning, Victoria Rader. Good morning, Victoria Rader, the author. I am reading the author. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is wonderful to see you here live. It is really our time zone in the morning is pretty early, isn't it? Anyway, action steps. Spend time sending love to any part of you that is scared and hidden, sabotaging your abundance. Love this part of you that you have been critical of before so that it can come to light and heal through love. Well, that is because it's so incredible that you came up with this entire book, I have to say. It is wonderful. Number 2, meditate to receive answers to this question. What part of me needs the most love and healing, and by receiving them will expand my abundance in the most aligned, divine way? As you become aware of that part of you that requires love to heal and prosper, place your hand on your heart and say, I love you, I forgive you, I accept you. I love you, I forgive you, I accept you. That's a wonderful, wonderful affirmation there. Number 3, fall in love with the me part of you by regularly listening to From Scared to Sacred meditation that I have created. It will help by accepting all parts of you through perfect love. Request that meditation as a gift by emailing reach@u2shine, all one word, .com. Reach at u2shine.com, and the 2 is a numeral. Okay, wonderful. Reach at u2shine.com. And we will, Victoria, yay. Okay, and here's the activation. Read the activation below out loud and then close your eyes to feel a gentle shift. You can also use this activation every time you encounter a part of you that seeks healing. I now understand, practice, and live the law of being. I am abundant. I see my traits clearly without self-judgment or criticism. I now understand that my every weakness hides a strength. I open my strengths and open myself up to receive the abundance I am. I got this. I am me. Okay. So it's wonderful to see you, Vic Rader. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday. Everybody had a Thanksgiving. Excuse me. Yes, my cats had a wonderful Thanksgiving. They were, interestingly, animals know things that we don't understand how they know, but they knew somehow it was a holiday, and they were so nice to each other yesterday. And they were so nice to each other yesterday. I don't know how to explain it. They were just so I saw one of them go like this to the other. And if you see cats do that, it's amazing. I have 4 cats, just so people who don't know. And they are all girls, and they're all so gentle as angels. I have been so blessed to have wonderful, wonderful cats. I've been lucky. This is the 6th time I've owned cats total, and the previous 2 are gone, but the other 4 in a row, their letters begin with C, D, E, and F right now. So, Chloe, Dea, Esri, and Fira. Okay, so I will see you all again tomorrow. It's wonderful to see you, Victoria Rader. Thank you for coming so, so much. And good morning to everybody else that usually comes by. John Clark, Resor Cantara, Isi Rosita, everybody, Martha Theory, and I will talk to you again later. Okay, old Kinderhook.